Is the pattern there. Comes a moment in life, usually during the hardest seasons, when two people who have been walking together for decades finally stop asking, "Why is this so hard?" and start asking, "What are we carrying that doesn't belong to us?" The holidays make it louder. The silence between bills, the weight of years, the repetition. When you're an empath, when you are sensitive not just to emotions but to life itself, you don't just feel your own pain. You feel rooms. You feel patterns. You feel history. You speak differently. You think differently. And people don't understand you. Not because you're wrong, but because you're tuned to something deeper. For a long time, that makes you feel alone in the world. But then something happens. You realize you're not alone. You're mirrored. Two people come together who both see, who both feel, who both struggle in similar cycles. And you ask the question no one wants to ask, is our life cursed? And the answer comes quietly but clearly. No, this isn't a curse. This is inheritance, not land, not money, but patterns, ways of speaking, ways of surviving, ways of working until exhaustion, money coming in, money going out, dreams restarting but always circling back to familiar ground. You look at your parents, your grandparents, your aunts and uncles, and you realize you didn't choose all of this. Some of it was handed to you before you were born. And when two people like you come together, people who are different, you don't just create children, you create more difference. Children who see too much. Children who feel too deeply. Children the world doesn't quite know what to do with. And then the fear hits. What if I pass this on? That's when the shift happens. You start asking real questions. Am I eating the same way they ate? Talking the same way they talked? Working the same way they worked? Living the same struggle with a new face? You realize you've tried everything. Different jobs, different paths, reinvention after reinvention. Yet somehow you keep landing in the same place. And that's when you understand, change doesn't start with running. It starts with recognition. So you sit down. You pick up the pen. You write your life, not to remember it, but to understand it. You speak over yourself, over your marriage, over your children, not in anger, not in blame, but in authority. You say, this stops with me. This pattern is not mine. This weight does not belong to my children. You don't reject your family, you release what they couldn't. That's what being chosen really is. Not being special, not being celebrated, but being strong enough to see the cycle and loving enough to break it. For more true stories, remember to like, share, and subscribe.